Dan and Mikaela. I just want to show you a couple of changes and just things for chatting about later on when we have our meeting. We'll do a Zoom meeting. We'll go over this live. So I've left the 2 pavilion roofs there, as you can see. The louvered roofs are optional. They do come at a big cost. I haven't changed this seating area out the front here. I do think it's important that we get this right. And like I probably said in the previous video, the planting is neither here nor there. We can work on that. I have taken some of these palm trees out. They're also going to be expensive. I have added a range hood to the barbecue. Now I've kind of flipped the barbecue around and put the range hood down the other end because otherwise it was going to be directly in front of the living room window. Again, easy to talk about, easy to change. Now the pool has now grown to 5 meters, and I've also increased the size of the swim up bar area. You can't see it overly clearly, but there is an acrylic panel in between the bar there. The pool equipment has gone around to the other side of the house. This wall has now essentially lined up with the retaining walls that I've got running down that side of the property. They sort of go in and out of being raised and retaining as they need to. The space has grown a bit, and you can see probably just underneath those chairs that glass panel there. Now the door to the toilet has to have pool fencing around it, and we're going to have to do whatever pool fencing that we're going to put into here. We need to do that to this door as well. And so if we're going to have a door to the new garage, a new shed, then we need to have a pool fence around that. You just can't have doors opening into pool areas. Now, one of the big differences between this one and the previous design, I've actually lowered the roof quite a bit on this one. I just wanted to see what that would look like if we just made that a little bit more snug. So retaining walls going around here. I've got stonework on these. I simply just love stonework, and you can see the glass fencing on top of that retaining wall. Behind that you can see your current slope, and I've taken the tennis court out and I've just gone for a really big grassed area. We do need to talk about what sort of systems we're going to put in place for retaining, or are we just going to batter it off and leave it for the time being. Spa has grown to 2 by 3 meters. I've got that little seating space for the pool chairs at the back there. I could extend that and we could go back to 3. This space hasn't changed in size. You can see that swim out ledge that links this walk-in beach, and of course this walk-in beach and stairs take us to the shallow end. So we'll talk about the benefits of spending the money on something like the louvered roof. Or not. And for me, it's really just a click of the mouse button and it disappears. Have a think about the 2 roofs at different heights. I think probably what I'll do when we have our Zoom meeting is just spend a bit more time flying around and having a look at the impact of that. It was getting up to around about 4.5 meters in height, and that's quite a high ceiling. Certainly outdoors, it really doesn't make any difference. It's just shade. And of course, I think it's really important that we keep this area open without pool fencing coming back to the house, just really for the dogs and being able to get up to the back garden there nice and easily. As I mentioned before, we've got to make sure that all the pool fencing is compliant everywhere we go. So if we've got structures behind the pool fence, on the inside of the pool fence, then we have to go even higher than the 1.2. We've got to make sure that we maintain that 0.9 of a metre above any climbable surfaces. The palm trees look stunning. That will cost you a small fortune to put them in. And really, I mean, we can look at the cost of that and then say, well, James, can you show me some other plants? These are quite a slow growing plant, and it's always nice to be able to buy them in established. But we can go for other trees, we can go for plants. I can take them all out altogether. I just want to have an opportunity to put them in, to present them to you. If you don't like them, that's great. then I will come up with something suitable. So have a look at this design and let me know what you think of these developments. And I think our next port of call will be to have a meeting